A little bit about breaking up your models. So I know I have discussed this before, but in a job where you can access everything, this is a casting that's just come back for a three stone piece, and I've started working off the shank already. This piece I'm able to get in everywhere with bits of string and so on to polish it all up. So okay, that's a papered finish, and this is that's the finish directly out of casting. Let's see if I can zoom in that for you. So that's straight off of milling and casting. You can see the little, if you look really carefully, you'll see the little nicky marks, which is the step over lines around the claws. So the cleanup internally over there, in this case, because I've got 3 stones and a fairly reasonable gap, and this is only 18 white, it's easy enough to get in between there with a little escutcheon file and clean it up and polish with a bit of string. So in a case like this, I machine this one piece as a 3-sided flip plus rotary. Now this piece is the one that gets the 60-70 grand yellow diamond, whatever it was, and this part and this part are all yellow, and the 2 inlays are platinum. Now the inlays are going into here, and the yellow has to go in. Now I could have machined this as, well, not I would have machined it anyway, my wife would have, but I could have machined this as one part. But this is where the difference between being a jeweler and just being a cadder comes into play. If I had that in there in the right position and I machined it all, it would be a nightmare of a problem for me to actually then lay these platinum plates in there, solder them up without the yellow wires melting. All kinds. There's all kinds of headaches happening in there. So at the time when I design these, it may seem like extra work. I actually will cast these as separate segments. That allows me to then lay these platinum plates into here, solder them, finish soldering them, and then all I've got to do is just take a little half round file away the little interior section there. This will slide in by itself beautifully. 2 little bits of solder at the bottom, tack it in 4 places next to the claws up at the top, and the job will be done. Alright, so this is probably one of the questions I'm asked more than anything else: how and when to break up pieces. Now, once again, this doesn't matter if you're milling, if you're having it grown. If you're having it grown, probably it's more important to break it up than when you're having it milled, because growing you have shitty surfaces no matter where you're cleaning up. At least with the mill, the exterior surface is all already clean. Pretty much, as you can tell there, you don't have issues with having to try and work off grow lines between and that sort of stuff. So okay, I'll do a couple of pictures on this. I'll grab a bit of zoom if I can on the separate segments. So those are the platinum channel segments, the little 4-claw head, that's a little locating pyramid on the bottom of it, and then of course it's a big solid chunky 18 shank that's all going to drop into, and a little bit of this action. Okay, so I hope that's useful to someone. Having CAD is not all about just drawing stuff, still need to be a jeweler. Cheers, Chris Hart.